Hi, this is Carl from a Grin podcast of Perilous Adventure. The podcast you're about to listen to is part of the Professional Casual Network. For more podcasts like this, please visit professionalcasual.com.
The Professional Casual Network has gear. Check out teespring.com/store/professionalcasual for fresh new swag. Also, every month, we're going to be giving away any one item to a Patreon backer at the $5 tier or above. Check out patreon.com/professionalcasual for more information. Also, a special thanks to Built Bar for sponsoring the show. To get 10% off your order and to help support the show, use code ProfessionalCasual at checkout or use the link in the show notes.
If you'd like to have a hand in a future Professional Casual Network Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay 4th Edition campaign, now's your chance. Patrons at the $10 tier and up, and those that are already there, have a chance from now to the end of February to help create an NPC with me, the GM, for an upcoming campaign currently called the Southlands campaign, where a brand new party of characters will travel to the Southlands to try to establish an imperial colony. We have all kinds of NPCs that need to be created, part of the expedition, those that can be found in the Southlands, part of a dwarven ship crew, all kinds of things. Check out patreon.com/professionalcasual to join and then give us a message and let us know what you want to do. Discord will be a great place to discuss this. We have some cool ideas already, and I can't wait to hear what people think of. Thank you. Happy birthday to you.
Almost.
Happy birthday to you.
Almost.
It's Dani's birthday tomorrow.
Yeah, it is.
As of time of recording.
Yay!
She's going to be not as old as the number episode we're on.
I'm going to be 35. It's fine.
Oh, gross.
Today in class, I was telling she's like my favorite 11th grader because you shouldn't have favorites, but I do, so whatever.
Oh, yeah. As teachers, you have favorites for sure.
She's so funny. And the kids were like, one kid was like, what, are you going to be 32? And I was like, bud, I graduated with your mom. So I was like, thanks. And he's like, oh, yeah. Wait. And you could see he was like doing math like in the air with his finger. And I was like, yeah, I went to school with your mom. And then I was like, no, I'm 35. Like, I don't want to be, my mom was 29 for like a lot of years.
She was 29 until she was like 50.
Right.
Because then people would say like, oh, you look good for your age.
2016 was a rough year, to be fair.
Yeah.
It was.
Harambe died, bud.
So
don't overlook it.
I was like, I'm 35. And this girl looks at me. She goes, you act so young, though. And I was like, thanks. It's because I laugh at fart jokes.
Who doesn't?
She's like, all the other teachers here are like old. And another kid goes, crusty. I was like, yes.
See, you're not crusty yet.
I'm not crusty yet. So.
Yet.
Yeah.
Well, you're not 35 yet. So give us some time.
Seriously. I'll get there.
You know, there are tons of people listening that are like 35. Like, you're a kid, practically.
Yeah. Or like,
thanks,
35. You're as old as my mom. Yeah.
Yeah, I went to school with her. We literally just talked about that.
Literally. Thanks a lot, dude. I don't want to say his name because it's a very unique name.
Unique New York.
Not like, oh my God. Sorry, this is total segue. Dan's dad is a school photographer. He was having me like read off names so that he could like check off to make sure that he had the kid's picture. There's a kid named Notorious.
Oh my God, that kid is going to be such a baller.
I'm pretty sure I met that kid.
Oh, I'm already jealous of how cool that kid is.
There's a kid at a local school who I used to work with Dad here and there at the schools. This kid's name was President.
Oh my!
Because like his
President
mom had aspirations for him.
Yeah.
And I was like, interesting.
I know that president, actually.
Yeah, I figured.
Notorious, I'm pretty sure, is his brother.
I think that's true, actually. Yeah.
Yep.
That sounds correct. Shout out to them, as we say in Elite 8.
For real.
Not a sponsor. There was a kid in 8th grade that was there for a single year whose real legitimate name was Desperado.
Really?
Yeah.
How do I not remember that?
What team were you on? 3 or 4?
I don't know.
Oh.
It was 20 years ago.
Did you have Miss Bloom and Mr. Malavic and Mr. Dusolier?
How do you remember your 18
Don't
teachers'
think so.
names?
I remember some of them.
Maybe if you're a teacher that makes an impact.
I had
Apparently
Mr.
the teachers
Condon
of
for
all
math. I remember
essential
that.
I remember.
I was never on
grade.
the same team as you in middle school. I
Yeah.
remember that.
You were team 1 then. So you also
Yeah.
had Flesher.
Yes.
We threw desks, I heard.
No, he
So I
never
was
did
on
that in
team 2.
class. He did find a mushroom in the woods one time and brought it to class and cooked it.
Oh,
Seems
Just
safe.
in science class.
got real high.
And then he was like, anybody want to try this mushroom? And only one kid was brave enough to do it.
I would not do that.
He said it tasted like bacon. I was like, I already know I don't like mushrooms, especially not just random forest mushrooms.
There's bacon mushrooms?
Apparently.
Or is there mushroom bacon?
I already really like both coconut and shrimp, and my wife is allergic to both of those. She's also allergic to mushrooms, so I really feel like that would be pushing it. Yeah. She got sick once from a bathtub of coconut rum, so she's allergic to coconut. You know?
A bathtub. Oh, speaking of bathtubs.
Yeah. Bierbeli. We're on it.
I was like, I don't really have anything for that, but it seemed like a good segue.
Wait, no, we have a review.
Oh,
Yeah. So we got before we jump into
question.
before we jump into the game, we got we've been asking, kind of reminding people, not reminding, I guess asking,
Imploring. Begging.
I implore you to reconsider leaving a review for the show
And I'll read it.
on iTunes, especially. We've gotten a couple new ones. Thank you to whoever these people actually are.
I'm gonna read the older one first.
But before we do that, I also want to say that along with leaving reviews, to get access to the video on our patreon.com/professional casual, you can see all the great faces that JB makes at the camera constantly.
So good.
And the looks I get from Dani when I do things she doesn't like.
That's true.
Because apparently, besides yawning, it's her go-to move.
So you interpret that as me being rude and you being boring. I interpret that as like
What?
Like I said, me yawning.
Oh, no, I don't interpret that. I know it's just because you're tired because we do this at the end of the week
We
and it's...
record past my bedtime. Our son hates us and sleep.
Oh
So-
my God, he hates sleep so much.
I felt like it was like a baboon type thing because I think they yawn when they're like overly sexualized. So
That might be part of it,
Okay.
honestly, yeah.
What was it, 5:10 this morning? He's going, what are you doing? And you're like, I'm trying to sleep.
Mommy, what are you doing? Where'd Daddy go? He's right there.
I rolled over.
My son woke me up at like 3 o'clock the other morning to tell me he had a wiggly tooth.
Yep, that sounds like him.
Yeah.
did you take that tooth out for him?
Right, the kisser.
I was just like, okay, we'll handle it in the morning. And like I had that in my head, at least of what I thought was in my head. I was like, thank God you woke me up to tell me that. I unfortunately said it out loud. And he's like, no problem, Dad. So at least it wasn't taken as intended. But
Oh no! But next time he has like I like the color green. I better tell Dad.
Did he interrupt you because you were still sitting on the side of the bed scrolling through TikTok after taking a shower?
no, I had only been asleep for 15 minutes because I had just stopped scrolling on TikTok.
All right, so what's this review? When somebody has something nice to say, or they're like, these guys think they're so funny, but they're just dumb.
All right, so this is from December 27th, and it is from Admaletz, ADMALETZ, via Apple Podcasts. And he said,
They said,
thank you. And they said, this is one of the best podcasts for role playing. They hit the sweet spot of amusement, story, playing the system, and incorporating the setting lore, which I love because, I mean, Dan, you have a whole show now dedicated to the lore.
Oh, yeah, I should probably shout that out on this show.
yeah.
Yeah.
I forget to.
So thank you so much for leaving us that review. I appreciate it. And I'm so happy to get to read one out loud.
Woohoo!
Yay.
But yeah, it's Sundays, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you're across the pond, that's 8 p.m. GMT. It's the Grim Stream of Perilous Lore on our Twitch. Twitch.tv/Professional Casual Network.
Yeah.
And it goes up 2 weeks later on the YouTube,
Yeah.
which at time of recording, we've just hit 72 subscribers. When we hit 100 subscribers, we can have like a fancy URL at like youtube.com/something.
But we don't have that yet.
We don't have that yet.
So you just got to search Professional Casual.
Or in the show notes, the link's probably there, right?
Yeah.
Should be.
And if we hit 200 subscribers, Dan will do it shirtless.
Ooh.
I mean,
Yeah.
And if we
Canon
hit
now.
300 subscribers, he'll let me wax a strip off his chest.
that's not going to happen.
Come on.
That sounds awful.
Yes.
No, Tim
Done.
looks so excited.
Yes.
Tim's making all the fake accounts.
Executive decision. Yes.
You heard it. He's the
I
executive.
knew someday calling you the executive producer was.
Oh
gonna
yeah, that
bite.
was a mistake. I try to shoehorn in that my name is the custodian or the stilt man of the Professional Casual Network, but you gave me that power.
I like custodian. I didn't make that name up. I'm pretty sure that was all Danny's doing.
I got the business cards made. You want me to send them back?
Yeah, it's Vistaprint. Like you
Yeah.
get 300 for free.
It's pretty
What was
true.
I supposed to do?
Right.
Throw
Use
them out.
4 imprint. I mean, not a sponsor.
All right.
We do have a question as well.
Oh yeah. I keep forgetting about that because it's new.
you want me
What's
to
our
do that as
question?
well?
Let's do it.
Okay. So this is from Blarin Roar. And they ask, or they say, I like things that make me like people. Same. At the moment, that is several large old fashions. What is everyone's favorite bourbon?
I do really like old fashions.
What is an old fashioned?
I don't know, but like it's a really strong drink, and like sometimes they put like an orange and a cherry in it.
Oh, okay. Sign
But
me up.
like it's like old man drink. It's pretty much
it's-
whiskey and sour mix and
Oh, yeah.
So
It's
you
just that.
muddle. So you muddle like a cube of sugar and some like orange peel in bitters, and then you put some put some bourbon in there, and like then you have an old fashioned.
That sounds delightful.
they are really good.
I would like
That
that, a
sounds
lot.
good.
I make my old fashions with maple syrup. Super good.
Ooh,
Yeah,
Yummy. Wow.
all right.
I mean it's like a foundation drink, so you can get like a lot of variations.
Cool.
Yeah,
I would like to try that.
I definitely don't know enough about alcohol to have a favorite bourbon. I'm pretty sure I've had bourbon before.
Well, you had this, right? Isn't what JB's drinking bourbon?
I am
I don't know if I
drinking
had any of
bourbon
that.
right now.
I think
What is that bourbon you're
I don't know.
drinking, JB?
What's it?
Knob
what is
Creek.
it on the Knob Creek?
Knob
but it's
Creek.
maple, I believe. Knob Creek maple.
Yeah.
Cool.
I really like Bullet Bourbon. It's one of my favorites. It is really good.
That goes down smooth.
See, I'm not really a Bernie alcohol kind of guy.
I like when it like warms you up.
Yeah.
I feel like every
warms you.
time
yeah.
somebody says it goes down smooth, I try it. I'm like, it feels like I'm getting stabbed in the throat all the way
Yeah.
down.
But once you get stabbed enough,
It's like, is that what smooth
lubricates your
means?
throat
Because
and
it
it goes down smooth.
I feel like I'm drinking shards of
This
glass.
is why you like drinking pucker. So
That was in college because it was cheap and got me drunk.
The general store on
The harsh truths come out.
I know,
on
right?
Center Street had this sale on Pucker or Bootlegger, which is Pucker, and they were like 50 cents a bottle, and
Dang.
we put a lot
I bet.
Yeah.
and drank
Hell yeah.
a lot and got diabetes a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot of sugar in those
Yeah.
things.
Well, I'm not drinking until May for, because I don't want to. It's a personal thing.
Right after April ends, she's gonna be like, "It's gonna be May."
It's going to be May. I swore off drinking for a while after,
That incident with the police.
Halloween.
It wasn't even Halloween, though. I
thought it was
Before
Halloween.
Halloween, and I barfed up all that sushi.
To be fair, she took my drink and,
Oh my God.
and
it was
Lindsay's
so
drink.
good. I did. I drank all of the drinks.
You got peer pressured real bad.
I couldn't
No,
stop.
we stopped. It was like 45 minutes later that she was like, "Fine," and everyone was like, "No, we're trying to leave."
Because time lapsed for me. I don't know. So I decided not to drink. But when I do,
It was the night of the first Soulbound stream, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So November.
No, it was October.
Nudie Magazine Day.
Yeah, totally. But I think I'm going to try an old fashioned because that
Cool.
sounded really good.
Sounds really good.
Yeah.
Thanks, Blarin and Roar.
Yeah. Awesome.
And now onto the show.
Doodle-doodle-doop. So you guys are on the Bierbeli once again. You haven't been on the Bierbeli since episode 13.
What's Joseph been doing without us?
I don't know. It's
Right.
been 8 hours or whatever.
It's been 3 days.
He's probably been
still alive.
prospering. Things have probably never been better for him.
Because you guys aren't there.
And like all the bad stuff is just following us around. So he's like, wow, it's so quiet around
The second
here.
day without us there, he's like, man, I've been sleeping really well.
I'm
really rested.
Right? So Bruno is cowering in the corner of the kitchen, sucking on a soaked potato that Gilda was soaking overnight to cook for the day. He took one out of the pot and he's just slowly eating it while trying to overcome his brokenness.
I imagine him like King John from the Robin Hood animated where he's like rubbing his ear. Too,
Yes, sucking his thumb, but it's a
Yep.
potato instead.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
The rest of you are in like the first floor of the cabin. Remember, there's a 2-story like cabin in the middle of the barge. Joseph has now laid back in a hammock in his long johns, puts his hands behind his head and leans back, and he says, "All right, tell me what's happened."
So we were all riding this cart, and then JB crap.
Great start.
Yeah, going good.
You got this.
So we were all riding in this car, and then Bruno crashed it. And then he said it was bandits, but it wasn't really bandits. But then I got hit by a different car from the Four Seasons, but that's a whole different thing. So then we got to the carriage house, and then we like met this guy, and he was trying to play cards, and we all tried to play cards, but like none of us were really good at it. I don't think anyone ever won. And then he hit on Mina, and Mina was like, no. And then so we went to sleep, but in the common room. But I want to sleep in a bed, and then Carl was like, no, Lucky, you can't sleep in the bed. You didn't pay for it. And I was like, oh, all right, man. So then when we woke up, everyone was like good to go, except for the people that were supposed to drive us there, and they were still sleeping. So Bruno was like, well, I work for this company, so I'm just going to drive us. And then we drove there, and then we saw some mutants, and there was this guy, and I knew him, and his name was Roald. And Mina was like, no, I don't like this guy, and she killed him, and that like really sucked and made me real mad. But then like we kept going, and there were some more mutants, and they were like Roald's friends, and Roald's friends. Roald's friends? Probably Roald's friend.
You talked about a Rolf before.
Yeah, Rolf. Yeah. So it was him. And then, then we met with them, and I was like, hey, guys, what's going on? And then Mina killed them all. But then, like, Bruno found, like, a gun, kind of, and then we found some other stuff, and then I found this affidavit, and then we kept going, and we got to the next coaching in, and then this lady gave Carl, like, a mustache trim, because he was like, I want to look like a dead guy in the woods. And Mina was talking to this other dude. He was trying to study real hard, and he was like, no, I don't really like you. Please go away. And she was like, oh, okay, whatever. And then, so, like, we went to sleep. But like that night, I feel like maybe we slept in bunk beds or maybe we didn't. I forget. But anyway, the next morning we kept going to Altdorf, and then when we got to Altdorf, it was like really cool because it was like a big city and stuff. And I was like, I'm gonna go meet my dad. And then we met this guy Joseph. That's you. Actually, we met you there. Carl was like, hey, yeah, I don't.
The story.
I don't want to work for my dad anymore, so I'm going to Altdorf, and it'll be really great. And then we, did some stuff. I forget what we did. I got like a magic license. I told this guy that like, it's like cool or whatever, and I'll pay him back. And then we went to the bar, and then these guys like were brandy bouncing, and then Bruno like tried to beat up like a whole bunch of guys, and then we got, I think, like whole quails. Yeah, you were there. You bought them for us. That was super
They were
rad.
pheasants. Yeah.
Yeah, pheasants. So then, like, we tried to leave there, and then, like, these two dudes just, like, died or whatever, and they had, like, hands on their chest, and then, like, we kept going because that was weird, and we stayed on the Bierbeli that night. Yeah, you were there once again. I think you remember that part. And then we, like, rode up to Bogenhofen, and we caught some fish. I darted one. We were actually really bad at catching fish, and, like, Mina really likes potatoes, and she told us about this guy, Uncle Chet, who seems actually pretty cool. So we got to Weisbrook, and we all were like, hey, let's go to the bar or whatever. And then I was like, hey, Carl, you should stay behind so that, like, whoever's following us, that dude with the crossbow or whatever, like, doesn't track us. And he was like, no, Lucky, I don't think that's a good idea. And I was like, okay, I'll do it. So then I did, and then he shot me in the back, and I died for a little bit. And then they, like, came back and held me, and then Carl disappeared, and he, like, fought this guy, and it was, like, super rad. And he was, like, punching him and stuff, and the other dude, like, shot him, and then he was like, oh, I'm Carl with a K, not really Carl with a C. And then the guards came, and, like, they got us all patched up or whatever, and then we stayed at the Bierbeli, and they washed us, and we gave them wine, and then they got drunk, and then they left the next morning, and then we got back on the river.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Mina slept in, and this dude, like, tried to set the boat on fire, and she was like, oh, my name is Mina, I'm sleeping now. That dude, like, tried to kill us all, and there were, like, some other guys, and I tried to hit on one, but Mina killed her because she was, like, jealous or whatever. So she, like, went overboard, and then, like, Carl, like, was on fire for a little bit, and then he, like, jumped into the river, and then he came back on, and then, like, he killed this guy. Like, he wrestled him to death. It was actually really awesome. Once again, I think you were there. But then he had like a whole bunch of stuff, and I went to take it, and then Carl was like, no, Lucky, I was on fire. This is mine now. And I was like, oh, okay. So then we kept going, and we tied the guy up, and Bruno tried to tickle him in the nipple with his whip. And we interrogated him a little bit, and he was like, oh, I'm a bounty hunter. I'm trying to help this guy get to the city because he has the affidavit. He's that guy right there. And we were like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. And I think everyone agreed that he was a good guy and we were going to keep him. But then when we woke up the next morning, he was dead because he swallowed his tooth. So we put him in a barrel and we rolled him in a Bogenhafen. And then we got to Bogenhafen and we put him in a barrel because we didn't want the guards to think that like maybe we killed him when really the tooth killed him because the tooth do that. So we rolled him around in the barrel and we brought him to the guards, and the guards were like, yeah, that sounds like it happened on the river. We're going to, not do anything about it because that's like river territory. So then Bruno and Mina brought him somewhere, but then he somehow ended up in the river, which is really weird because it was river warden territory. And then we went to the Schaffenfest, we were going to buy some tax-free sheep, but then we didn't. And then we met some people. We met this guy named Crusher. He was super cool. I sent some letters. And then we were going to turn in this affidavit, which no one knew I had, but I really had the whole time. And it was really cool or whatever, but they didn't know that. So we tried to get it. And then Carl bribed this guy. And he was like, oh, well, we should just give you the money and then you give it to us. And he was like, no, I'm not working today because of the Schaffenfest. So then we went into the sewers at one point. We met this dude named Magirius. The goblin disappeared or whatever. He got him away because he had 3 legs. But he wasn't a mutant. It was something different. Also, there's no more mutants in the Empire. And
I heard about that.
We met this alchemist lady, and then we went into the sewers, and then Bruno fell in the poop, and he got all pooped out or whatever. And then we found this place that was like a demon, and they were summoning it. And then Mina ran away because she always runs away because she's super scared and not very strong. But I stayed there and I rallied everyone together. And then she came back and then, did a little damage or whatever to the demon and then killed it. And then we were like, oh my God, what's going on? There's a demon here. We should probably figure this out. So then we left. And we tried to go figure out what was going on with the demon, but everyone was like, hey, you guys smell like poop. So then, we found this door that didn't really exist, and there was a dude named Franz there, and then there were 12 dudes around us in a hole, which has only happened twice before. But he brought us to this hotel room, which was super nice, was also helping that other time that someone was in that hole with 12 dudes. And he was like, hey, just, make sure that when you go into stores, you use the door. And we were like, oh, okay, that sounds great. So then at the Schaffensfest, I got a wet bag, and then we picked it up, and we brought this dwarf that we found that one time, and I fed bread to the Temple of Moor. And Bruno bought a lot of pies, a whole ton of pies, a lot of them. And then he was going to get these Super Fantasy sweatpants, was super cool. And he paid a whole bunch of money for them, but that happened later. But anyway, so Mina was getting hit on by this guy named Crusher, and Crusher was like, yo, my name's Crusher. I'm super awesome. And Bruno was going to be able to beat him in a fight because Bruno's actually really tough, but he won't let anyone tell that. I've seen him kill 2 people. So then
Bruno killed people.
Yeah. So then he literally crippled this Crusher guy, literally crippled for 8 seconds. Carl, he punched him in the leg so hard, his leg stopped working. But then he was like, yo, I feel really bad about that. I'm sorry. How about I buy you a drink later? And Carl was like, yeah, that sounds great. And then Crusher was like, yo, Mina, you're super hot. And Mina's like, oh, my name's Mina. And then Crusher died, which just kind of goes to show you that anyone that likes Mina is literally going to die. So you should probably by default not like her. It's probably a good call. So then we woke up. Oh, well, we didn't wake up yet. We went to the judge to go turn in the goblin skeleton that we found. And he was like, no. And we were like, oh, that sucks. So then as we leave, these 2 dudes that Bruno stole that car from that one time, from earlier in the story when I was telling that, we're like, hey, we're going to kill you with these guys unless you give us 150 gold. And we were like, wow, that sucks. And Bruno was drunk both times he talked to him. So he was like, I have no idea who these guys are. What are you talking about? Then we went and we hung out a whole lot with that Franz Bowman guy who had that door that didn't exist. And he's super cool.
There's so much that's happened.
Yeah, there was a whole ton. And then, we were trying to investigate this demon thing, and it turned out it was right under this other guy that had it, and he's this big guild guy. So we were like, oh, well, we need to join the guild so we can uncover all this demon stuff. And then we were we're gonna make a guild. Bruno was gonna make a coachman's guild, and everyone was like, wow, that sounds really good. Why hadn't anyone thought of this before? And Bruno's like, listen, I've worked for Ration Lines, and I've worked for 4 seasons. At one time he got fired, but he wasn't really fired. He was laterally promoted into a different company, and then that's why he was able to keep driving coaches and stuff. So he was kind of the perfect guy to fight the job. And then we went to the super fancy dinner, and Bruno ate it all. There was a whole lot of it, and he ate every single one of it. Oh, and then as we left that super fancy dinner, there were a whole bunch of boatmen outside, and they were like, yo, stop doing what you're doing. We were like, oh no, okay. So then we found this magical letter, and it was like, hey, come to this place, and you'll be super cool. So we went there, and everyone was super rich, and they were like, no, you're not supposed to be here at all. Never at all. You're no way you're supposed to be here. And their name was also Franz, and there was a lot of Franzes. We've met a lot of Franzes. So
pretty common name, yeah.
Yeah. So then, we got kicked out of there because they were like, you're definitely not supposed to be here. So then we went back to sleep. And then like the next day we were supposed to go find that affidavit place. So we went to this lawyer's office, but that like the dude like trapped us there and he was like, ha ha ha. And he like ran away. And then when we went outside, like his heart was ripped open, like Crusher's was. And like the dwarf's was, there was a whole bunch of hearts ripped open. And then the guards came and like, I was like cutting the heart in two so I could like put it in my pocket or whatever. So I could use it for later. And then they were like, oh my God, that guy's a bloody hand. And then we raced away and then Mina just took off. And then Bruno like also was actually surprisingly fast. And then I tripped over a barrel. And then Bruno like bribed those guys and they were like, okay, that sounds okay. His name was Conrad. He was actually super cool for a while, but he's not super cool later. Then we finished up and I think we went back to sleep. So then we went back to sleep and then we woke up. We went try to go back to the lawyer office. And we were like, well, that guy got exploded yesterday, so it's probably fine now. We should probably go back there. And then we went inside and then Carl found like a whole bunch of money and then he like shared it with all of us because he's actually a super cool guy. And then when we left there, all the boatmen were out there and we were like, oh, let's get the drop on him, figure out what's going on. And then we kind of did, but then we kind of didn't. And then like Mina got real mad, like really mad. Like she got really upset and we killed like a bunch of dudes. Actually, I think someone killed one of them and then a bunch of people got knocked out. And then the guards came and everyone left. And Bruno hid in this like hay pile. It was actually super good. And like no one could see him at all. So then the guards came and I was like rifling through this dude's pocket. And so then all he had was like a dagger and like nothing. And then they were like, hey, you again. And I was like, oh no. And then I got arrested. And then the guys like, everyone tried to come and save me. But like they didn't because like I'm really bad sometimes. And like when I was in jail, like I got out and then like I went back in. And it was not good. So like then they were like, oh, Lucky, that you should just stay here overnight. And I was like, okay, that's a good idea. And then everyone else was like outside, but Mina came in for a little bit to try to like talk me out of it, but they like didn't like work or whatever. So then as they left, there was like this dude that like ran out and he like ran to the city hall and they like followed him and Bruno knocked over like this thing of paint or like ink or whatever. And they like paid the dude a bunch and they like felt bad about it, but like Bruno's a badass. So then as they go back, like this dude comes into my cell and he's like, hey, all right, let's go. And then they like hung me up and I was like, oh my God. And then like I died and I got really mad about it. And then I like fell through the floor and I was in a sewer. And then they came and like they saved me. And then there's this noose. And then I was like, whoa, I'm going to summon a rat. And then like the noose tried to like, the rope like tied around my neck again or whatever. I was like, wow, this sucks. And then I got like poop in my poop in my pockets probably. And then we like went back to Franz's and like it looked like he was going to go to this other inn and like light it on fire. And we were like, wow, that's bad. So we should probably help him. So then we found a bunch of money or something at some point. And we were like, let's store it here while we go over to help Franz. Cause like, he's been a really good friend to us. And then like, we went over and then some weird stuff happened. And then Franz was there and he has like a dog nose now or something, I think. No, he doesn't. No, but he has like skeleton hands. His friend has a dog nose. Also, one time I tried to unlock this dresser and then like someone that we really like died. But the really important thing is that Franz like told us where to go to talk to the guy that was going to help us start the guild for Bruno because he's a really good coachman was. And we like went over there, but he was dead. And there was this kid there and he was like, wow. And we were like, whoa. And then like we ran away and we tried to climb over this wall and like it didn't quite work. So like we tried to go back through like, all the alleyways and stuff and it kind of worked. And we went to the Temple of Sigmar and then like Carl was like, I know how temples work. And like it actually saved us a lot. Like the dude, like we gave him a little money and he gave us some like potions and we got all healed up because like I hurt my elbow a lot like when I fell off that wall. But so then we were like, wow, what we were pretty certain the dudes that killed that guy that was going to get us that super cool job was also killed by the people that summoned that demon. And we kind of figured out that we knew where they were because I don't know if you knew this, but Bruno's super smart and he like read blood and was able to tell like where the people were by reading the blood. I'm pretty certain he's like a soothsayer or something. It's pretty cool. So he led us over to these to this warehouse, and then we like there was a bunch of boatmen outside because like boatmen are bad, I'm pretty certain, and except for Carl's really good. And so then we like distracted him, and like Carl broke down the door, and like they were like summoning a demon and stuff inside, and the demon from earlier. That kid was a demon. I forgot to mention that. What? That kid that was a demon that killed that guy that like led us there. He also was Mina at one point, and like lit a fire, which is super cool. Except not because like a whole bunch of people were mad. So then we get over there and they're like summoning the thing and then like everyone's like fighting and stuff and he's like doing stuff and like Bruno killed the guy again, but like no one knows that because Bruno's like super lethal. So like we stopped it and then this eye opens up in the floor and then like this dude gets sucked in and that demon gets turned in and apparently he like did a bad job or whatever and everyone was on fire and I teleported away and then everyone just kind of wound up here.
Well, I don't really understand what most of you just said, Matt. I can't even talk. I don't know what you're saying.
I wanted that to be 3 minutes. It was not.
Wow. Okay. Well, how about this?
Yeah.
I'm heading out first thing in the morning. You guys are welcome to come with me again. I'm stopping in Weisbrook on the way to Altdorf. And maybe you can tell me parts of it as we go and I can kind of put it together because I got a little something about demons. Carl kicked in a door. Bruno bought a bunch of pies. Mina got mad.
Oh, more than once.
Mina got mad more than once?
No, Bruno bought a bunch of pies more than once.
Oh, well, yeah, look at it. Of course he did. Bruno's still in the kitchen eating a potato. And he's just like... I don't know exactly. You told me so much stuff. I can't keep up. Let's I need to go back to sleep. You guys are welcome to stay here. You want to travel with me back? I'm heading back to Altdorf if you want to go with me.
I'd actually really like to go to Altdorf.
Oh, yes.
Should definitely get out of this city.
I am thinking our time in Bogenhafen is over.
It sounds like a lot of crazy stuff happened. Like I said, we could talk about it tomorrow. No, you're not like wanted or anything, right?
No.
You need to go farther than Altdorf. Maybe Kislev?
I mean, like, somebody wants everybody, right?
That's a good point. That's a good point, Carl. All right. Well, yeah, the hammocks, you have to string them up real quick. I haven't had them up the last couple of days, but you're welcome to stay here for the rest of the night. We're not too much left. He looks out the window. He's like, oh, man, more stuff to low tonight. Well, it looks like we don't have too much, much left of the night, but you're welcome to get some sleep, and we'll head out in the morning, and we can talk about this over the next couple of days. If that works for you. If you don't want to stay here, that's totally fine too. We'll see you again sometime.
No, Joseph, I am thinking the hammock on the Bierbeli is welcome reprieve from the madness of this city.
Sounds good. If Bruno ever calms down, we can get him in a hammock too. Or maybe he'll just sleep in the kitchen. He'd probably prefer that anyway.
Crawls up under a table with another potato.
Now we're good. Do you guys want to stay here for the night?
Yeah, I think so.
The rest of the night? Because it's after midnight at this point.
Yeah.
Like, we're all wounded. We should probably be resting.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So you can string Joseph will help you string up the hammocks real quick, and he like cracks his back. And he's like, all right, heading back to bed. See you in the morning. And walks up the stairs 3 at a time.
And this crazy gate.
Yep. Swings his arms all. So you guys can have a sleep. If you need to heal more than your toughness bonus and wounds, you can make your average endurance check to heal more. Pretty sure Carl does after getting hit with demon fire. That was brutal hit.
Yes.
Yeah, so we make
like,
it.
Carl has just like the worst luck in the world when it comes to being on fire.
Yeah, at least you always have water around to jump into and put it out.
Out of all the people that have been on fire on the show, he certainly, that's a record.
Yeah, 2 versus 0 to everybody else.
Has he only been on fire twice?
Only?
Yeah, like, I've never been on fire in real life. Like, I feel like 2 is a lot for
Right, like
really just anybody.
The stop, drop, and roll curriculum in schools was like wildly overplayed, in my opinion, for how many times I've actually been on fire as an adult.
And it's 2 times in like 4 or 5 days.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Because the first time was when Adolphus attacked the boat and the guy threw the burning oil on him. Mm-hmm. And then just now when he got demon fired.
It's twice in 1 week. You might not ever be on fire again. I hope you are never on fire again.
I feel the same way.
So yeah, while you guys are sleeping, you can heal up that bit toughness bonus plus any success levels from an endurance check, an average endurance check.
1 off. I rolled a 66. I critically failed.
Shucks.
Yeah.
So you just get your toughness bonus back
right.
for now. So while the characters are sleeping, the end of sometime in the last episode, because you successfully stopped the ritual from happening, whatever it was going to do. PCs don't know. Players know. You guys found out what was going to happen, but I said I wasn't going to say it on the game in the show just in case listeners don't want to know what could happen. What, you don't remember, JV? I mean, real world, that was like 4 weeks ago or something. It's been a while
ago.
But you guys got 200 experience and a fate point each.
Heck yes.
I want to hear about some highlights of what people did with that experience. I know Mina at least has a sweet new talent.
I do. My new talent is shieldsman. So I got a shield a couple episodes ago, which is something that I've wanted to do, but I haven't had the cash for it. So thanks. What's his face?
Steinhager.
Steinhager. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, Steinhager provided it.
Yeah, he did. So the description that I have for this, it says when using to defend, gain advantage equal to the levels that you've taken in it, even if you lose the opposed test.
Yeah.
Which is baller.
Really good. So
Yes.
she's defending with her. If you nominate to defend with your shield, you gain advantage. It's so you can gain advantage even if you
Right.
fail that check.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah, and I've only taken 1 level in it, so I'll gain 1 advantage. But if I had taken 3 levels in it, then I would get 3 advantage.
Which you can just keep spending 100 experience on that.
Right.
I think there's probably a max
Yeah.
to it.
Yeah,
But still.
So I did that, and then I took a couple bonuses in characteristics. I added 2 to my toughness, so I'm at +10 for my toughness. And then just a couple other like basic skills, working on getting those, the 8 that need to be at 10 advancements so that eventually I can move up in my career.
Nice.
Yeah, so that was super fun. Yay, Mina. But I just realized looking at my sheet, we need new party ambitions, y'all.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that as well. You guys probably do that in character. Well,
Yeah, well,
sort of in character.
Anyway.
Which reminds me, actually, I think I said this before. You completed your party ambition to solve the demon issue in Bogenhofen, so everybody gains a resilience point.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
like overall or just back to what our base was?
You just gain a new resilience, which will increase your maximum resolve as well.
So how's that calculated? Because that means I have
And our
5
resolve-
resilience.
Goes up with it as well? Or do we need to wait for our resolve to recharge?
You recharge your resolve, I think, by doing personal.
While you're doing your motivation.
Yeah, motivations. So your resilience will go up, your maximum resolve will go up, but if you're not going to get +1 resolve right now,
How do I know what my maximum resolve is?
is your resilience. Like fortune is to fate, resolve is to resilience.
What is your motivation?
I don't know. I don't have anything written down.
I wrote down 3 because I thought it was a stat.
I thought you changed that forever ago.
No, it's still 3. I am going to change it. So, like, when we redo our short-term and long-term ambitions for ourselves in the party, I will have an actual motivation and not just the number 3.
Yes. Okay.
Mine is hungry. So
Yeah, that's a
Right.
solid.
Your
one.
motivation was like tasty treat, like baked goods.
right.
Right.
It's hungry.
Is there motivation and ambitions, personal ambitions? Am I getting that mixed up?
Yeah,
There
the
are
ambitions were
short-term
getting tasty
ambitions
treats.
and long-term ambitions.
Right.
And so there's that, and then there are party short-term and long-term ambitions. So you
Right.
can have personal short-term and long-term.
And fulfilling those is how you get your resolve back, right?
Resolve is gotten back by your motivation.
Correct.
Short-term and long-term ambitions have bigger rewards,
Okay.
including experience and fate points.
I'm forgetting because I don't play a character. I don't have to worry about those
Play
normally.
all the characters.
You just run the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No big
I don't run a character.
fair.
Who else had some interesting experience spent?
I saved mine.
Oh, Carl, I spent most of mine to be able to advance careers, which I can do now. So I advanced my agility by 5 points and also advanced rowing, which feels like a sort of skill somebody who rides on boats for a living should have.
Makes sense.
I did get that now.
So you're a more better boatman. Are you in the next rank yet, or do you still need another 100 experience to do that?
No, I'm still a boat hand, so I do need some more experience to be able to advance. But I also might want to take more ranks of dirty fighting. So we'll see.
Oh yeah, love that dirty fighting.
I'm also saving mine. I haven't spent mine yet.
Saving it for something in particular.
No, just saving it because I didn't get around to spending it.
Hey, Dan,
JB,
could I potentially use mine to get read right?
I thought you already did.
No,
I thought you said you were saving it. You've gotten 200 since.
I have.
Yeah.
Okay. So I could have gotten read right by this point in the game, or should I wait until like the end of this boat trip?
You can put read right on your sheet. We still need to find some kind of mentor to really solidify Bruno knows how to read. Like I've been letting you
does
kind
Joseph
of pick some
know how
things
to
up. Nobody on the boat knows how to read. We've checked that out before.
That was a problem last time.
Yep. You found a number of different people that can read in Bogenhofen because nobody on the boat could read. First, it was the clerk at like the post office type place. You met Elvira, the apothecary, Franz. Awesome. So you guys have a good night's sleep. I'm assuming we still have some people down in wounds.
Yes.
Only a little bit.
Yeah, only a
little bit.
A little bitty baby bit.
Mina, you good?
I'm good.
Bruno, did you even get hurt in that fight?
No, I'm good.
Of course
Bruno's
you are.
never been touched.
Right? Except for that time.
Got a little singed, but
Except when he falls off of walls and out of windows.
yeah.
Right.
Falling damage, like any RPG, it's the most dangerous.
For real.
There was a discussion about it in one of the Facebook groups recently that I thought was really funny. Somebody was like, is falling damage is it too much in this game? And I was like, all right, I gotta say something here because we had just done the climbing over the wall outside of Magirius's house. And I said, in our game, the players really hated fall damage because it's pretty brutal. D3 or D10 plus 3 for every yard you fall. Mm-hmm. And I was like, but I recently jumped off the roof of my house after shoveling snow to jump into a pile of snow. And the snow was not packed as much as I thought it was going to be. So I just went like right through it to the ground.
Right. But did you die though? Because a D10 plus 3 could kill one of us.
Right.
That's not true. You might get a critical hit if you're already hurt.
Wounds done
but like the snow did slow me down a bit, but I landed hard and it was like, all right, I could see how an uncontrolled fall could
kill
do a
you.
lot. Actually, a student of mine was looking up stuff about bones today to see how much weight, how much force it takes to break certain bones. Your clavicle, your collarbone only takes 7 pounds of force to break.
Wow.
You fall wrong on your shoulder. I mean, just falling over, you can break your clavicle.
And it can like puncture your aorta and then you die.
Right? There you go. Falling damage makes sense. It seems pretty legit, actually.
I don't know. If I had a choice between having my leg pulverized by Crusher or falling 5 feet off of a roof, I would choose falling 5 feet off of the roof pretty much every time.
I mean, there's always the check and roll 1, and then it's only 4 damage, and you probably don't take any, or maybe 1, you know? So, yeah, falling damage
is
is
a D10 plus the amount of yards you fall?
No, D10 plus 3, but plus 3 for every yard.
So like essentially D10 plus 1 per foot.
Well, D10 plus 3. Yeah. I got what you said now.
Maths.
So
all non-Americans are just like
missing
dying
a single
inside.
step, which would be would it be a D10 plus 1?
Well,
If I miss a step as a foot,
no, because it says per yard, so like it kind of
it would
rounds.
have to be 3 steps could kill somebody.
Apparently, if you don't make your athletics check to kind of catch yourself.
Seems excessive.
You stab yourself with your own clavicle.
There we go. So the next time somebody falls, takes minimal falling, like falls a minimum distance and takes major damage, that's going to be what happens. You break your clavicle and it stabs you in the aorta. But yeah, you guys get a good night's sleep in the hammocks. Bruno slowly gets over his brokenness.
Under the table.
Yeah, eventually you fall asleep just out of exhaustion. In the morning, I'm assuming you guys are just going to sleep as long as you need to, I assume, after that crazy night. Or do people plan to wake up like at dawn or shortly thereafter?
I'm sleeping.
Yeah, I'm going to sleep too.
Yeah, Carl wasn't officially hired for anything, so I don't think he feels obligated to get up on time.
Bruno is...
Also, you were on fire yesterday.
I don't know if we mentioned that Carl was recently on fire.
I don't know. If I knew that I had to get up to work for the next day, I think Carl would do that.
That's fair.
I almost forgot. Lucky does not get a good night's sleep.
Why?
Because you gotta gallop
Not yet.
Galloping trot.
out of that room at one point.
It happens in 3 days. It's literally yesterday was the same day I contracted
No,
it.
it was 4 hours was your incubation period.
Oh, I wrote down 3 days.
Yeah, well, how long is your duration? Is it still 17 days?
I did change that to 3.
Okay.
Like literally as we started recording this, because I remembered that Sigmar Chapel episode.
Yes, I just listened to that earlier today. Yeah, the incubation for that was 4 hours.
4 hours.
Which you got lucky it didn't happen during the fight.
I got very lucky.
But yeah, in the middle of the night, you have to get up and gallop.
Could we just
somewhere.
reiterate what because I got it confused with the disease that it was at first before it got worse.
Yeah, so initially in the sewers, you contracted the itching pox.
Yes.
Which Bruno currently has from the sewers.
Nuts.
But because you fell in multiple times and failed multiple endurance checks, I kind of upgraded it in a way to a more severe disease, which is the galloping trots.
Okay.
So it's interesting by the rules. It says once per session, you will be overcome with this and have to remove yourself from a situation to
relieve yourself.
And I assume that's
mightily.
not at my discretion.
No, not at all. It's definitely my choice.
If your discretion, how you react to that. So you could just stand and take it and horrify everyone.
Yeah. You could just wear your brown pants and just.
That's true.
Mr. Brown Pants.
But if you have you have flux, if you have flux moderate, then it says twice per session.
Okay.
That happens. You don't have flux moderate. You just have flux.
So it's just stomach issues. So I don't have the itching and stuff.
Flux moderate malaise and nausea.
So I'm sleepy and pukey.
So malaise so once the first flux hits you, an hour after you guys met up with Joseph, you guys are all laying in the hammock and you're just I don't feel so great, having trouble falling asleep. Stomach doesn't feel well. And you're I have to get up right now and go over the side of the boat or something.
To puke or diarrhea?
Diarrhea.
Okay.
So malaise, you don't feel well at all. You are tired. You find it hard to concentrate and just generally feel ill. You take a fatigue condition that you can only remove when you have recovered your illness.
Did I recover my fatigue condition while sleeping?
Which fatigue?
The one that we got from no longer being super scared or whatever.
Oh, after being broken, that would be recovered after sleeping. Yeah.
Okay.
But this one, you will be fatigued until 3 days is over.
Okay. From
this disease. You can take some medicine to treat the malaise condition, consisting anything from a few pence to a handful of silver, usually genuine. It gives you a 75% chance to give you an endurance test to ignore that symptom for the day. You also are nauseated. You feel very sick and are prone to vomiting if you move around too quickly. Good thing you're on the boat. Right? Whenever you fail a test involving physical movement, your nausea overwhelms you and you vomit. You gain a stun condition, which represents you being sick repeatedly or dry heaving, depending on your current circumstances.
Okay.
So you're pretty sick.
Yeah.
You are not feeling. People, the rest of the party doesn't realize this until the next morning when you're laying in your hammock. Everybody else is going to wake up. Lucky will still be sleeping and not smell very good.
Ew.
JB, did you record how long Bruno's incubation is for the itching pox?
No.
JB.
I'm supposed to record that?
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. So itching pox has incubation of 1d10 days. I'm going to roll these brand new dice I got in my stocking for Christmas.
Stocking dice.
10 days.
10 days.
Somehow we have to remember 10 days from now, these symptoms are going to start.
So
we're never going to remember that.
Write it down.
Episode 200.
Put it in the notes.
Wait, what am I doing? 10 days itching pox starts?
For Bruno, yes.
9 days left. Right? Now?
Right.
Well, 10 days from, earlier in so we'll say 9 days left.
Or was it the second sewer that he got it?
It was when you guys went into the sewer to find Lucky.
Okay.
Was when he contracted
So
it, yes.
It's been a day.
We'll say, yeah.
In
for
9
ease.
days,
It's been 12 hours.
itching pox starts
Yeah.
for Bruno. So episode 200, Bruno's going to get itching pox.
Everybody but Lucky has a good night's sleep, which just works out that you didn't pass an endurance check because your sleep is interrupted and just not fit. The next morning when you guys do wake up, it's pretty late in the morning. You didn't get up with the dawn or anything, and you are moving along the river.
Oh, good.
You, if you look out the window, you are no longer in Bogenhofen. You see forest moving by, and you're heading along.
I am only sad we did not get to see all of the splendor of the Schaffenfest.
Carl just rubs his knee and says, I think I experienced enough Schaffenfest for 1 year at the very least.
Perhaps we could go back next year and get the tax-free livestock.
Maybe by then they won't be on the lookout for Lucky anymore.
Maybe.
Yeah, Carl's gonna, kind of whisper to Mina,
Are you sure that's a good idea since they saw you kind of lighting things on fire? I know it's not really you, but...
It was not me. Maybe if I grow hair out or get a mustache, no one will know it's me.
You would be very handsome with a mustache.
Oh, thank God. I could go say, it is I, Nina Butcher, town constable.
From Landstadt.
Yes, Landstadt, not Seestadt, with Aunt Debbie. Yes, it's perfect disguise. We'll never know.
I already don't know who's talking here. I'm confused. But you guys wake up, it's kind of mid-morning, and since you all slept in after that crazy night, Bruno wakes up underneath a table in the kitchen.
Screaming.
You're over the broken condition now.
Says you.
Well, now you are fatigued now. I'm going to say you're fatigued now because you went...
That makes sense.
Like, you went to sleep broken. Yeah. You just fell asleep, still panicked.
Right.
But you wake up, you kind of gotten over that, but now you are fatigued. So that condition, you have -10 to all tests per fatigue condition to a max of -30, and you lose 1 fatigue condition per hour of rest.
All right.
So you could take it easy during the day, potentially.
That's what Bruno does.
That's pretty fair.
Easy.
But yeah, so you guys look out the windows of the cabin, and you see woods going by.
It's a beautiful sight.
Thank goodness we're out of there.
I feel Tim has a look like he's got something he wants to say.
No, not really.
Okay. Are you just happy to be out of Bogenhofen?
Yeah, pretty much. I'm alive. I have a fate point. That's pretty much everything came up lucky, really.
Really thought you were going to jump off the side of the boat to go back and get the crossbow.
No, nope.
Lost cause there.
Lost cause.
All right.
At least it's still never been fired.
So now that we're going back to Altdorf, what is our plan? Like, are we going to just go get jobs? Or, to be honest, seeing a giant eye come out of the ground was kind of felt like a life-changing sort of event. I don't know. I've never seen a big eye come out of the ground before, so I don't know how I'm supposed to react to this.
Bruno, make an easy intuition check.
Do we really have to go back to Altdorf?
No, you can do whatever you want.
I felt like we never really got the chance to really explore Altdorf.
Actually, everybody make an easy intuition check.
Passed by 4 degrees.
Oh.
Wow.
No.
7 degrees.
No, 2 degrees.
Success.
7 success levels?
Yes, 7 success levels.
5 success
2
levels.
success, 5. Carl?
3 success levels for an easy check.
Ooh, all right. So as you're bringing this up, you remember there was a weird situation last night where Gideon gave you guys a little scroll, and you looked at it. Bruno couldn't quite read it, but he recognized it as a letter, and he recognized the initials of the addressee, the person that wrote the letter, were EH, that you still have. And while you're doing this, Mina, you notice in your pocket something strange.
Is it string? Is it nothing?
No.
Is it a rock to wind a string around?
No.
Everybody wants a rock to wind a piece of string around.
What is in my pocket?
It feels like a ring.
You got married.
Congratulations.
Ew. I'm going to take it out of my pocket.
Okay.
Why do I have a ring in my pocket?
It's a dark metal ring. Oh, sorry. It's a gold ring with a black faceted obsidian stone in it. Looks
Ooh.
very fancy. It feels very heavy for the size that it is, like heavier than gold would be.
Okay. It's very strange indeed.
I want you to make maybe intuition, kind of like a...
Like an evaluate kind of thing?
Well, you could evaluate too if you want separately. More like a retroactive perception check.
A what?
So just do a perception check. We'll make it challenging.
Oh, no. No, I did not make that.
Do you like show it to everybody, or you're just kind of like, huh?
Did one of you scoundrels put this ring in my pocket?
Yes.
Anybody checking it out can make a perception, or if you want to try to evaluate it, you can.
I roll my perception literally.
Oh.
Literally.
You notice, because Lucky tends to, maybe you're just being observant at that time because you weren't expecting this person. You feel like you saw this on Gideon's hand.
Oh. Isn't that like Gideon the demon or Gideon the kid?
Yes.
One and the same.
Wasn't that creepy little kid wearing that?
Ew. What? Why is it in my pocket?
Are you married to the demon now?
No.
Oh.
Ew.
He's a kid, Mina.
Uncle Chet would be so disappointed in me.
Are you engaged to Uncle Chet?
No. He said never settle for the first man who wants you. Come to two men who want you and make them fight to the death.
Oh, he was two men, or he was two things in one.
Right. And then they both died.
He was also you at one point.
Ew.
Oh, yeah.
I would marry myself. I'm the best. No, that's me talking. That's not Mina. Why do I have a ring from creepy child demon in my pocket?
Yeah, there's probably no reason for it. I would throw it overboard.
Yeah,
So it can
I
rest
don't
with
know
your
if
10
it's-
gold.
Well, this one would be to Manan, I think.
Carl, what are you thinking about this?
I don't know that we should have something that is so evil, but like we have to be responsible getting rid of it, right? Like you can't just like give something super evil to somebody and then not be responsible for what happens.
This is true. And I suspect, perhaps, and I do not know if this is overreaching, and I suspect Morceleb will tell me if I am going too far. I suspect perhaps, the demon encounter in Bogenhafen is probably not the only place that bad things are happening like that. I am sure that there are other menacing children like Gideon.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure eyes open up in the floor all the time, all over the place.
Well, maybe. Bogenhafen was a beautiful place. Franz Bowman talked of how nice it was, and then all this weird stuff started happening.
I've never heard of that. This world is grim nor perilous. So I feel like it's very smooth sailing from. That was an anomaly, I want to say.
Yeah, I would get rid of it. I would throw it. Honestly, just looking at it makes me not feel great.
If you don't want it, I will take it. And I won't. I'll sell it. I'm gonna sell it. I need the money. That's what I'm saying.
No, you do not. We are all rich beyond belief.
No. Yeah. We also don't talk about it so loud. It's not a good idea to tell people when you have a lot of money.
It's true.
Oh, wait. Never mind. I was really excited because I was like, oh, we're going back to Altdorf. I owe that guy 3 gold. I have the gold to pay him off. I have the gold to pay off a lot of debts. And then I realized I owed everyone here money. So I wasn't going to say that.
Oh, yeah, pretty sure you do, everybody. At least a gold or two.
Yeah. I'm literally, I think, negative 150 gold to Bruno right now because of the way he was charging interest.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, at least.
He's supernumerate too, so he knows exactly how much.
So when you guys are looking at this ring and Lucky passed that check, do you hand it to Lucky to look at?
Yeah, Lucky.
No.
No?
I literally said, looking at it, made me not feel great. So, no, I'm good.
That is weird. Do you think it's perhaps magical?
No.
I'll hold out my hand.
Okay, I hand it to Bruno.
Fantastic.
It's heavy.
Great. That means it's worth a lot.
Maybe when we get back to Altdorf, we should take this ring to a priest of Sigmar or somebody who knows something about
like a
demons.
fence, so we can fence it.
You're talking about a pawn shop.
Yeah.
No, I think Carl is right. We should have someone look at it. And if they find it to not be miraculous in any kind of religious way, then we sell it.
Oh, I know a guy.
Yeah, we
Slick
could
Pete.
sell a non.
Yeah, Slick Pete. It's always greener on the other side of this fence.
Right.
Yeah, he's a fence.
Good one.
Yeah, that was. Thanks.
Is that from something?
No. I was just thinking about a fence joke for a while and just really wanted to get one out.
Put it on. I think it's going to do something. Put it on.
This will not fit over my sausage fingers.
Yeah, it won't. It's kind of smallish.
All right, give it back. I'm going to put it on.
I think.
Mina, are you sure?
No. What is that face for? Tim's making faces.
I don't know. I'm just being facetious.
That was one of my kids' vocab words this week.
I don't know what it means.
I think
So
it's
you
sarcastic.
do it.
It's like it's using
yeah.
dark humor in inappropriate times.
Oh,
That's
Is it
Tim
really?
to
Yeah.
a T.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep.
Sweet.
Cool. I don't trust you.
What? It's a ring.
Is it though?
What
eat it.
bad things come from a ring?
I would throw it overboard.
I kind of.
Well, yeah, you throw money in the sewer too.
right.
It's true.
Well,
No one trusts your judgment.
so I was told very specifically by someone I really trust, I could see being religious with like 10 silver.
Right.
I think the ring is probably less than 10 silver, so it seems to like to be the
It's
thing
so
to be
heavy,
religious
though.
with.
It's so heavy.
Well, heavy is the crown that throws the ring overboard.
I'm putting
You
it on.
had a ring from one of the bodies that you sold, Mina, for like 3 gold.
Yeah.
This, I don't know. Nobody's used evaluate, but you figure it's worth at least that.
Yeah. I'm gonna put it on.
Okay.
Same thing.
Oh, I have evaluate. Do we all have evaluate?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think it's a human basic skill.
2 degrees of success. 2
Do you
success
take
levels.
it from Mina to
No,
inspect it
Do I have to? You let me inspect it before without touching it?
Yeah. you
for a
could
perception check?
Inspect
Oh.
it on
Just
her
take
finger.
Just take it.
Why?
I don't know. Evaluate it.
I love how it's a ring and you guys are so nervous about it. I love
we
that.
know you. It's never just
Right.
a ring.
One of my favorite things about this game is something so minor can be like,
This is the actual reward.
Terrifying.
It's not the 200 gold in the treasure chest that
yeah,
we found. It's
yeah.
this ring.
And we're gonna throw it overboard.
Yeah, I evaluate from
throwing it
afar
overboard.
okay,
as I go out to poop off the deck.
you're good. You don't feel well right now, but you don't feel that urge at the moment. You
No.
look evaluating it
no,
from
that's
there.
just a normal thing that I do.
Oh, just a normal poop.
Yeah.
Evaluating it from afar, you figure, the gold, the work that's been into it, that piece of obsidian is probably worth at least 5 gold.
If you want me to hold on to it until we get somewhere so that we can bring it to a fence, I owe a fence a bunch of money anyway. So maybe we can trade a debt for this ring.
I will hold the ring for now. We will see what happens.
Did you put it on?
I did put it on. Nothing happened.
It's
And
heavy.
you took it
It's
off?
heavy. And then I take it off.
I would definitely put it on again and leave it on.
Why?
No, you
Because-
wouldn't. You wouldn't even take it.
Well, no.
You wouldn't even hold it.
Well, hold on, more slip. First off, because you are very strong, and you said it is very heavy, so you can kind of get a workout just by having it on.
Perhaps
I would not wear it because I'm not very strong. I
perhaps
probably
it's
wouldn't be
like,
able to hold it.
It's like Carl's knuckle dusters. I can punch someone with it.
Yeah. Actually, we could probably go catfishing with it. While we're on the boat, we could troll along the whole way, put that on like a fish hook, and it'll drag along the bottom. We actually might be able to catch something this
There you
time.
go.
Oh. What? I wasn't listening.
You're the worst.
I'm just kidding. As you guys are talking about this, Joseph pops in and he's like, "Oh, you guys are awake. How we doing? Everybody feeling all right? Look, yeah, I heard some weird noises last night. You all right?
I think it's just the rocking of the boat.
You look sweaty.
Was it really hot?
Crisp day out there. You all right?
It's not that hot.
Yeah, you look pale. Why don't you lay back down?
It's warm in here.
I'm not sweating.
Lucky you look.
I always sweat.
You look even more like milk than you usually do.
Well, like I said, I looked at that ring and I didn't feel great, so that's probably part of it.
Look, ring.
Yes,
Yeah.
I found this strange ring in my pocket.
What's strange about it?
Well, it was not in my pocket last I knew.
Oh, that is kind of weird.
Yeah. What do you think of this ring, Joseph?
You take the wow, that's heavy. Oh, it looks real nice. You gonna keep it?
We do not know what we will do with it yet.
All right.
I would throw it overboard
Hands it
personally.
back. What?
We
Just
think
give me
it
that
might be
look.
some kind of spooky ring.
I mean, spooky. I want spooky stuff on my boat.
Really freak.
Well, we saw that demon thing wearing it that I told you about last night. Remember?
What?
Huh?
No.
What? I
The demon was wearing that ring?
Who are you?
Yeah,
tell
you remember
that?
the part about this long rant where there's like a child and he's actually a demon and he kind of tried to frame us for a bunch of crimes.
Yeah, I think I remember that from that rant. It was really long.
It was a lot longer than anyone would have intended it to be.
But so many things happened.
Yeah.
What will you do?
Oh yeah, well, we're sailing up the Bogan at the moment. Probably a couple days before we get to Vicebrook to get on the canal. Like I said, you're welcome to hang out. If you want to help unload stuff in Vicebrook again, like you did last time, I'll pay you for that. Otherwise, you're welcome to stay on the boat. As you know, I'm going to Altdorf, and then after that, I've got to set up new contracts and whatnot. But Lucky, you might not want to.
Yeah.
We'll see how you are.
So how do you? So like I feel. I mean no disrespect. But I feel like the way to Bogenhafen and Altdorf were significantly smoother, and whoever is driving now is not keeping the boat steady.
Volmar's been doing this for years. He's been perfectly fine.
It's a
not even
night and day
windy day.
difference, my comfort level between this time I'm on the boat and last time.
Lucky, I really think you need to lay down. You're pale.
And lucky we had quite the ordeal. Like, you know, it's not, we are not the same people now.
Yeah, demons or whatever, and weird rings. Like, you could take the day. You know, give yourself a break.
I'm gonna.
You want a pie?
God, no. No.
Do you want to watch Bruno eat a pie?
Very no.
Already halfway in. I'm
All right, you guys get yourselves settled. I'll be, doing both things. And he heads back out.
I can talk right now. I'm doing both things.
What you thinking about? Oh, just boat stuff.
All right. Yeah, well, I want to make myself useful. I feel like Joseph is being kind enough to just give us a ride anyway. Like, I'm going to see what I can do around the Bierbeli to, be helpful if they need help making breakfast or, tying knots and ropes or, I don't know, boat stuff.
We'll learn some of that stuff.
Yeah.
While we're doing
Why
that.
the heck not?
Bruno's going to be the exact opposite of that.
Yeah.
And looking for any casks that are open or casks that he can open to take any stock.
All right, Gilda remembers you, and she keeps shooing you out with that wooden spoon.
Yep. That's
Oh,
going to keep
Gilda.
happening. And if he's not doing that, then he's going to be getting in the way and just being a nuisance.
Yeah, I imagine you're just walking around with a bunch of these papers that you guys have collected while in Bogenhafen, just looking at them, being like so close to being able to read and like trying to figure out what the letters are and whatnot, like trying to teach yourself. But what's your intelligence?
35.
Okay, I mean, so you're pretty well above average intelligence, so like it's not impossible. Learning to read without someone teaching you is pretty near impossible. You can't just make up what the letters mean, but like you feel like
Don't tell Bruno that.
you're putting some things together. Like, oh, I know this is a letter A because that's what Altdorf starts with, and I've seen that sign a bunch of times. So like you're trying to figure it out on your own the best you can as you're just walking around getting in people's way.
Yep.
Sitting on things that they need every time. You like lay in the coil of rope, and then Volmer's like, I need that as soon as you sit in it.
Yeah.
And it takes him 5 minutes to get out of it.
Yep.
Do that like rocking
rolling.
thing.
I assume Carl's doing kind of the same thing as Mina, just trying to help and learn.
Carl's not so much into learning. He's like, I think, trying to get into just like some manual labor just to return to something that feels like normal sort of thing he would have done before he got on this crazy adventure. I think he's trying to take like a mental breather.
Okay, that makes sense. So you're helping a lot with like once in a while they have to tack their way up the river back and forth to try to catch some side winds. So you're helping to move the sail and everything. If there's too strong of a side wind, you got to pull that sail up to make sure that your boat doesn't tip.
This is why I leveled up my sail skill.
Right?
Oh, yeah. He knew.
Those of you on the deck, we'll say at midday, you guys have lunch. Lucky probably doesn't, or maybe eat a little tiny bit.
Just a little bit of bread.
Gilda tries to give you some wine to drink.
No.
It's because they don't really drink water.
Oh, gross.
Straight, you know.
I don't.
Take that and then some.
She offers you ale instead?
No.
Something. You gotta have something. Skinny boy like you gotta eat something. Even Elsa eats more than you.
You gotta be big and strong like Bruno.
No.
No.
I just want to lay here and not look out the window.
Luckily, being in the hammock kind of helps.
Yeah.
Because you kind of sway with the boat instead of like fighting it while standing. I imagine you kind of drift in and out of sleep throughout the day, just feeling like junk.
Yeah. You have like cold compresses.
Somebody can
Just give me
wet some fabric in the river and put it on you if you want.
Yeah. I used to have wine masks, but I don't anymore. The guards have them now.
Gilda does kind of help take care of you throughout the day. She checks in on you because she doesn't spend all of her time in the cabin, but she helps out on the deck as well. But
Yeah.
she kind of starts helping to take care of you.
You're really nice. I don't feel all nice.
It's all right. Look, something's got a hold of you. You just need to get some rest.
Okay.
After lunch, an hour or so passes into the afternoon. Those of you on the deck, I want you guys to make a perception check. Make it average.
I rolled a 1.
Oh, was that like 5 success levels?
Yes.
Nailed
5
it.
Success levels. Good job.
Bruno?
On the opposite side of that, I've got 6 negative success levels.
Of course you do. You're still looking at your papers.
Right.
Carl?
Carl's got 1.
Success level?
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. I should have specified that.
I don't know which one, positive or negative. So, Carl, you notice something in the river kind of flowing along with the current. The boat is moving much quicker than that, with a little bit of wind pushing up behind. Mina, with 5 success levels,
I notice it even more.
you see it's a body face down in the river with crossbow bolts in its back. And we'll find out what it is.
Oh boy.
Maybe next time.
Oh my God, that guy got out of the barrel.
I thought we sealed it. Thanks so much for listening. If you've enjoyed this, check out all of our other great stuff over at the network. For example, dropping Mondays, we've got the Lost Omens podcast, our Pathfinder 2e actual play podcast. Join us as we start off with the Extinction Curse and navigate the world as members of a traveling circus. Also on Mondays at 7 p.m. Eastern Time on twitch.tv/Professional Casual Network, we've got Oh Yeah, the Power Phase, a battle report stream live from Bearded Dragon Games where we go head-to-head playing Marvel Crisis Protocol.
Every Wednesday is Patreon Day over at patreon.com/professional casual. Every week on the Patreon, you will get new vlogs, bonus content, and a whole slew of other great stuff.
Next up on Thursdays, we have a Grim Podcast of Perilous Adventure, our Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay 4th Edition actual play, where we're playing through The Enemy Within, widely considered one of the greatest campaigns of all time. If actual plays aren't your jam for role-playing entertainment, on Sundays at 3 p.m. Eastern, we have the Grim Stream of Perilous Lore, where I will be streaming at our Twitch, talking about the lore of the old world of Warhammer.
Every Friday, get ready, big chuckers, because Elite 8 Showdown is out both as a podcast and on YouTube, where we take a 8 subject bracket that can be about anything and everything, pit them against each other and fight them to the death.
And you can always hop on over to any of our social media sites and check us out there and get in touch with us if you need to. Over on Twitter, we're at Top Tier Casual. Instagram and Gmail are both The Professional Casual. And then on Facebook and our website, it's Professional Casual.